I was pretty hesitant last time we saw the Rise come out. I think it wasn't that also Rise and Lilia? I'm not sure. I feel like it was Rise.
Sure.
I think it was Rise and Victor. Sponge making the right call. If you have anything that can reset turret aggro, I think maybe you can go for that. But how about here?
We'll dive in the bottom lane on a lazy field. A little bit of bullying as the aggro is taken here by the Braum, and Palu is just going to die. There he goes. First blood over to DRX. As now a kill is traded back, and Hype has to flash away. And he just runs in a straight line with Phase Rush and says, well, see you later, nerds.
Walk, walk.
Yep. That also happened. Meanwhile, Morgan just farming Grasp. All three grubs did go over to Sponge. What about Yomu's Ghost Blade? Or no, it was Edge of Night.
Oh, God. Well, it's fine. He won't do that.
Zeus build.
Oh, yeah, what was
Warden's Mail and Hex Drinker.
Ghost,
Edge of Night.
in.
Yeah, Hammock pretty deep in here, and he's getting quite low. The sleep comes down, and that's a free kill onto the enemy jungler. And now this Lilia just running around lazy field. Yes, he's pretty low. They take him out, and so will Andil go down. And Sponge just hops away. Doesn't want any of it. Felt like he could have stuck around, but not going to happen. Palu does also live, and Bro somehow turned that into a winning fight. Bro, certainly they have the lead, and they could just run away with it if DRX don't get back on the horse. Absolutely still in the running, even though he doesn't have the kill that Closer does. That's
the core. He is fast, and he does one-tap people.
But that's not what he built in that game. He built an Edge of Night.
Yeah, I think he built Cyrilus 4. But he did build it.
Yes, he did. And then he built Hex Drinker and Warden's Mail.
Yeah.
More survivability, just like the Edge of Night.
I like their comp more, but at any point, if anyone on Bro oversteps that isn't Braum, and even Braum without his E will die.
Just engaging on a Hambach here. That is a very nice Magnus Storm, but it's only Ukal doing damage. Now Hambach's going to go in, followed up by Closer. Meanwhile, we got Sponge just dying on the bottom side, and eventually Andil goes down as well. They never really had any business taking this fight in the first place. As maybe they get Hambach. No, they do not. And he even gets a double kill on the back of it. It's 4 for Bro and 0 for DRX. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, did Bro do it better or did DRX?
Well, DRX is not giving up.
And neither did Bro. We're going to try to fight for this one. They do have the smite good for the side of Bro. Big engage for Andil, but now the Scion comes in. Maybe some peel, but the Croc is going crazy in the back line. They pick up one, but Closer lives on such a low amount of HP. That's how we got Ukal. He's just diving the turret by himself, 1v3. And he gets 852 gold for it. And that just meant that they all had to go through the one corridor to escape. And rather than escape, they all just ended up grouping up for a Rel and an MF and a giant crocodile.
Bramblevet. There you go.
Yeah, had to spell it out, but now Hype in a really rough spot as the Rel TP's in, and down he goes. Hype, the one guy who was really fed on the team. And now he's died twice in a row. Here comes the Croc as well. Big peel coming out from the Wukong, but still, Palu's going to go down. And DRX are just being more proactive, even from behind.
I'm getting worried. Veldas. I made some very strong statements regarding whoever gets ahead wins, and yet here I am, watching DRX
proving us wrong.
They really might. Blue Man group now also showing up in top. Clearing the wave. Lazy Field, please be careful. Looks like he is okay.
Yeah. Not. I don't need the plant.
Well, the plant doesn't make
I'm not about the plants, Chronicler. You know this. Especially the ones in League of Legends.
Yeah, no. Oh, that's... Sorry, I forgot I was talking.
The pedals,
second
the pedals are good.
The pedals are
good. They create action.
Feels better, but it's not a given if people just walk up and kind of die.
Yeah, Morgan has taken that to heart. He says, I'm going to walk up and
Why are we trying to save him?
And we're trying to save him.
Just let him die.
Here we go. All right, big engage, though. They're going to get Andil, but they're running straight into an MF ult. As Big Sleep coming in, gonna hit the 2 frontliners only though. Sponge trying to get away. UCal wants to do the DPS. He's got a big shield. And the Croc finally shows up at the exact right time. Bro, you were lulled in between a rock and a hard place. And now the chase here. Will they get Palu? I think eventually they do.
Why are we trying? Just let him die. You could give up the dragon.
I think we need a Degon cam for this one.
No, don't do it.
5 for 0.
Don't do it. No, Andil died.
Fight anytime we get an opportunity. And Sion's not that important, right? All right, nice charm here, but immediate cleanse comes in, but the chains, and now the counter engage here from Andil, just trying to create space. I think Lazy Fuel was fine, but Andil just going to go down.
That does feel a little unnecessary, because I think Lazy Fuel was indeed fun, so it Flash as well. So they're going to try... Okay, Yukal does have TP. I'm like, ooh. They're going to try and get Yukal's TP. Yukal just wants to get this turret, but yeah, I think he has to show up here. This is still risky. Sponge, crucially, does not have the Flash available.
Just got to join the fight, and it's just going to be an ult from Lazy Fuel. It doesn't really hit the pit, but catches the guys that are running. The smite is good. Pretty simple there. And now a 4v5, but Lazy Fuel's not in the fight. It's actually a 3v5 as Lazy Fuel tries to get over, but can't. Down will go the Croc, and UCal and his buddy are just going to TP away. And it's just the 1 kill. And the Baron, more importantly here for Bro.
Could have been worse for DRX. We're very close to losing multiple members there, but still, really big win for BRION. They are clearly not letting the pressure get to them. I say after that earlier bot side play, that's because they will get ton here.
Yeah, we're kind of all over the place on the gold difference graph.
I don't really know what's happening, and that's okay.
Well, right now, Bro are ahead. So they're the ones that are winning.
Okay.
I'm glad I could simplify that for you. Closer is level 17. He's about to get his own death cap.
You know Rich reads the patch notes because he went for a build that actually makes him tanky.
That's crazy.
For the extra damage, he's level 16.
Yeah. But will they save this inhibitor is a question. We have Rich posturing forward, but I think, yeah, just a couple more autos get it done. And that's the bot inhibitor. It's pretty nice for Bro. UCal was able to hold down mid as it was only Morgan here pushing, so...
Myself, as we could also just push. Either team can give up this Drake, but I don't think that's what we're going to do. I don't think that's what we're going to do.
We must flip over this Drake. Now, we have a Realm Warp, which is going to get the Croc into the back line. And a little engage does come in. They try to turn on a Rich, but he is quite tanky. Not tanky enough, though. He gets burnt down. And now DRX are just running away. And the mobility of the Ari comes back in. Does a ton to UCal here, who nearly takes out Closer. But instead, it's just going to be DRX that are fallen by the wayside. They couldn't quite let that third Drake go over. It was not allowed. And they made that very clear. But that does mean that they are going to lose the game, as Bro, with this one, will look to push bot and end.
Unseen Croc was not the deadliest. He just died. I'm still very confused as to yeah, they want to deny. I don't think it really matters.
This is like Sponge ults, doesn't even go in range. He might even die. He has to flash. And yeah, I mean, eventually he kills him probably. There you go. But the game is over, so does not matter. Andil comes back, avoids a charm, but that'll do it. Bro will force a game number 3. We'll see how that one does pan out.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.